So guys, we start off this chapter, and I just want to take a moment to appreciate Tagashi's food. Buddy, I can tell you put a lot of effort into that food. I see that steak, I see that hamburger. There's two different levels of class between the steak and a hamburger. But buddy, that's some good drawing right there. Anyways, so we start off this chapter. We see there's some people talking in the cafeteria about the Phantom Troupe, and from what I can see from this, it seems as though word has spread from the other Mafia members and even some like the people just in the 5th level, because they're saying this at literally a cafeteria. So someone's going to hear something, you know what I mean? They're not being too discreet. Anyways, we meet the XU family leader, O'Neill Longbow. He is the illegitimate brother of the King of Kaken. That's pretty cool. And we learn that he has those 2 marks on his forehead, the same as another person we meet later on in the chapter, which indicates that they are a member of the Kaken royal family, though illegitimate, and can never show their face in public and can never be in politics or in the rest of the family, and they are also taken out of the succession war. So I think that's pretty cool, if you ask me. Also, onion head. This guy has an onion head. Anyways, so he speaks about balance, and this is actually a pretty heavy theme in this chapter. And he views himself to be very intelligent based off of what he says, and he says, and he seems like he's very worthy. At least based off what he has said, that's what I make out of it. That's my review of what he says. And so he thinks he deserves the power and the money, and I think maybe that's possibly why he's the head of a Mafia family, right? Also, one thing I like to mention is that I've noticed that based off of this analysis of the character, he pretty much parallels Zhang Li completely. He's greedy. That's what he is. He is also the partner with Zhang Li. So, you know what I mean? That's very, very good work on Tagashi's behalf. So, Tagashi, I give you a thumbs up. Next, we mean the head of the Char R family, Brock Yu. I wish it was broccoli. Let's go for some broccoli. Anyways, so this guy is the partner with Lazarus, and he seems pretty like Lazarus as well. He seems like he's paralleling Lazarus. He seems pretty relaxing. Lazarus is smoking all that stuff. I'm pretty sure Tagashi is implying that's marijuana or whatever. And this guy seems like he's pretty relaxed too. Anyways, it was also said that he got here by breaking the rules. So, maybe Lazarus is going to break some sort of rule. Maybe that's some foreshadowing. Or maybe the stuff that he's smoking is illegal. And I think it is actually. So maybe that could play a part into the parallel. Now, we get into the 2 lieutenants. And the XU lieutenant, his name is, excuse me if I pronounce this really badly, Hinrigi. Hinrigai or Hinrigi. That's what I'm going to stick with, Hinrigi. And then we get to the lieutenant of the Char family. His name is Ukeni. And I can't really pronounce their names all that well, so excuse me. But what I want to mention from this is that they both kind of on the same mission. Find Hisoka and kill him. Now they go about the same way. They get their guys and order them to do certain things. And the one guy, the Kenny, he says, basically, I'm going to give a reward to everyone involved in the mission. And then Henrigi says, basically, just, he gives like a pretty good idea of how they can find him. And then he also goes in depth and says, if this doesn't work, try this. If that doesn't work, the most likely possibility is that he's hiding somewhere, not in the skies. And so I thought that was pretty unique. Because of this, I think that because of the excuse me, my phone's ringing. Because of this, I think that Hirigi is actually the more intelligent of the two. I think they are two sides of the same coin. But if they did fight, I think that Henrigi would be the one that would come on top, based so far on what we've seen. Because I don't know why, but I kind of think it's leaning towards a fight because they're so similar. Anyways, also, I really think that the two Mafia bosses are severely underestimating the Phantom Troupe. The Phantom Troupe took out the fucking 10 Dons. Dude, the 10 Dons from every single country in the continent? Buddy, what the fuck you doing? You should be shitting your pants. You should be scared. So why the fuck are you taking this so lightly? Don't take this lightly. The Phantom Troupe could probably kill you instantly if they wanted to. In fact, they could do that. Don't take the Phantom Troupe lightly. Don't sleep on the Phantom Troupe, boy. Alright. So guys, this is my favorite part of the chapter. I love the introduction of the head of the Heal Ye family, Morena Prude. Now guys, this got me so hyped. And actually, I had to read this a couple times. Because when I first read this, I saw that, okay, Morena Prude, she is an illegitimate prince. Meaning, her father is the king, her mother was some random person, okay? She was left alone, not to be involved with the kingdom anyway. Okay? And then I saw that it said 4th prince to Surich on it. I'm like, holy shit, wait a second. Does this mean they're brother and sister? I was really confused. But then it took me back and I'm like, oh, wait a second. That just means that they're partnered with each other. And this makes so much sense because, you know, when you really do think about it, they act so similar. So they would be partners, right? And so I think it's really interesting because the first line of dialogue we see is that she's actually being put into this succession war. So it's like, wait a second, this is really cool. Like, was it the king that put her into the war? Does the king want to see her die? Maybe he's tried to kill her in the past, but he can't. I wouldn't see that as being unlikely because this girl is clearly psychotic. Like, without a doubt, she's batshit crazy. Okay. There's no question in my mind that there's definitely some history between her and the king. She probably wants to kill the king extremely badly. Really, really bad. And so actually, when I'm saying this, I actually kind of have this theory I want to mention. So you know how Tsurich is like, he has this vendetta against women. The first time we seen him, he like hates like all women, and he just, for some reason, like he gets these women from the club, he takes them back to his apartment, and like he murders them just because like they're stupid, and it's crazy. Okay, guys, what if Tsurich and this girl have a relationship with each other, with one another? I don't mean like sexual at all, because you gotta remember they are brother and sister. You gotta remember that, okay? I'm talking about what if like when they were kids or something, they were in some sort of communication with each other, and that's why both of them are so fucked up in the head. Okay, maybe that's what has led them both to being so fucked up in the head. And I honestly, I'm throwing this out here because this is what I think is the best possible idea I have so far. What if the reason why Tsurich hates women so much is because the woman that he looks up to the most, or is most like him, is unlike every other woman out there, and that would be this girl, Morena Prude. And I think that he's basically taking out his anger on how stupid and how unlike him, all the other women are that come into his life, unlike this woman. So I think that's pretty cool. I like that idea. Anyways, so we learn her ability, and it's really interesting, and I'm not quite sure if I understand it entirely yet, but this is what I think happens. So she has a follower, and this person is named Zero, member Zero. Okay, and so guys, when I say this, think about a pyramid. So there's her and there's member Zero. When she uses her ability, man, I can't remember what her ability is called. Her ability is called Entombed of Love, and it's a bacterial containment ability. When she uses this ability, mixed with the member Zero's saliva, so she has to like kiss them or mix the saliva somehow, she can create life, and she can create up to 23 followers. And so each of these followers is, I'm assuming, a creation of her being and the patient Zero. So they're exactly like her, and they follow the orders. Every time you kill, you basically get stronger. And so when you get to 20 kills, or 20 points rather, because it's almost like a gaming system, when you get to 20 points, you get an aura for yourself. So you know Nen, okay? When you get to 50 points, when you get to 100 points, you get a Hatsu. And then how the point system works is a regular person equals 1 point, a Nen user is 10 points, and a prince is 50 points. So I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So now you got a bunch of murderers running around everywhere, and I love it. I love it. That's just another amazing element in this arc. I really enjoy this arc. Oh man, I enjoy this arc a lot. Thank you so much, Togashi. It is one of the best arcs in this series. If this gets animated, I would love to see it. Yeah. So we go on to the next thing, and that is that she wants to watch the world burn, more or less. She just wants to see all this shit come to an end. Blah 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 blah. It reminds me a lot of the Joker. That's what I think Togashi took this this character type from, the Joker, the most famous I would say, right? Because he wants to watch the world burn, and when she says this, she says like, it's my balance, right? Like yin and yang almost, like, because that's the whole part of the chapter. Whatever that means, I'm not quite sure what that means yet, but we do know her motives and what her goals are. So that's something. So I don't think the whole leveling system on the boat is really all that important for the Mafia, except for the fact that Morena Prude controls the 3rd floor, and that is really important. And I'll tell you why. She basically has a bunch of I don't even know what you call them, madmen on the loose, trying to kill everyone. The more kills they get, the stronger they become. That is the closest floor to the princess. And of all the Mafia, that's the closest one. That's really important. So they actually might have a chance of killing a prince. That's crazy. So we get into this chapter, and we see that Nobunaga, Fitan, and Sphinx, they're all traveling. They want to go up a floor, right? But Nobunaga says he has to go get his katana, and Sphinx actually just says he'll go with them, saying he has to get something, but we know later that he's just going to protect him, because they all need to stick together, because Hisoka is a real threat. Nobunaga has said in the past that he is no match for Hisoka. Also, Freitan needs to go get his sword umbrella, but he's also saying that because he needs to protect Nobunaga and Sphinx and Freitan are very similar in that way. They think very similarly. Anyways, so we get in to the warehouse, right? And we see that the man instantly dies, and it's crazy because it's like, who could this man be? Like, who killed him? And then when I saw the corpse, because we got to see the corpse, we saw how the neck was split. This looked identical to when Hisoka split the butler's neck in the forest. And I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this is Hisoka. This is Hisoka. It wasn't. I was disappointed. But we find out that it was this guy named Louisny. And he is one of these, he's a level 21, meaning he's killed probably 21 people, if none of them are Nen users. And he has Nen. Now, I thought he didn't have Hatsu, but it looks like he's developed a Hatsu. So what type of amazing Hatsu do you get when you reach 100? Dude, I think this guy's probably gonna get curb stomped. I think his Hatsu really only lets him like escape situations so he can kill more people. That's really all I think. He's gonna get curb stomped when he attempts to kill on the Phantom Troupe. So yeah, I mean, it was somewhat exciting. However, we get to see Mizu Storm, I don't know, Storm Cow guy. Okay, that's exciting. He's looking for the murderer. We obviously know who he is. The man's name's Louisny. He's a clone or whatever creation of Prude, whatever her name is. I've said too much. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I can't wait to see what else happens. Also, I want to point out Nobunaga using Ed. Awesome. All right, guys. Final thoughts on the chapter. I think it was great to see some more Phantom Troupe interaction. Amazing character, Morena Prude. That was the highlight for me. That was a highlight. And I absolutely love the revelation of basically mad murderers on the loose. I fucking love that. Good job, Tagashi. Okay, guys, this has been G the Jungle King here, and I'll see you later.